What's going on, everyone? Journalicious back for another video for your entertainment viewing consumption. How you like the new look, the new setup? Trying something new, trying something different. You feel me? Let me know in the comments if you appreciate the upgrades. Thanks to my people over there at DV8 Designs. I'm gonna leave a link to their Twitter profile or their website if I'm too lazy. If y'all wanna get a nice streaming layout just like these right here, where I look professional. Now I look like a professional content creator. Look at all this shit going on in the background, y'all. If y'all want something that looks as beautiful as this, go check out my people at DV8 Designs. I'm gonna leave the link to their Twitter profile in the comment section and in the description box. Thank you very much. They have worked with me through thick and thin. Not really through thick and thin. Hopefully it was an easy process for them to bring my vision to life. What I really wanted was a chill feel. You know, I'm a gamer, stoner, you feel me? I'm just a chill, laid back ass nigga. And they pretty much brought my shit to life. So when I return to my main channel, when I do videos on there, this is how the layout's gonna look like. Anyways, just wanna give my, I'm really proud of this, y'all. This is fucking incredible. They deserve 2,000 times the money that I paid them for such an incredible job. But they're fantastic, thank you. DV8 Designs is gonna get to the Raw review. Raw, yes, Raw. Raw is a good show. I mean, Raw is consistently the best wrestling show on television. Whenever I watch Monday Night Raw, whenever I watch NXT, I at least know that I'm going to be watching a decent show. We're gonna go over it real quick because I gotta record my NXT review and then record my Dynamite review. And I'm gonna just stay up and edit all three, upload them. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing ratings. We're gonna be doing ratings tomorrow and predictions for the Revolution pay-per-view. So we're doing back-to-back ratings for both Dynamites. You're gonna wanna see that. And maybe on Sunday, I will drop an AEW roster keep or cut. I'm looking forward to do that video as well. Raw. Cole calls the War Raiders the Viking Raiders. Uh-oh.
The Vikings, I should say the War Raiders.
Punk pulls up to the arena, looking all mad as fuck. I was like, oh yeah, it's pipe bomb time, my G. He literally runs roughshod across the entire arena. He destroys everything in his fucking path. He grabs a mic. Now, when he grabbed that mic, I was like, here we go. Punk has to go nuclear. He has to give us the same energy he did when he was flaming the fuck out of Vince McMahon and WWE all those years ago. And I say he gave us that and then some. He delivered the greatest promo of the year so far. CM Punk delivered the best promo of 2025. I haven't heard anything greater. He calls The Rock and CENA bald frauds and he goes ape shit.
Listen up, Dwayne, you bald fraud.
He incinerates The Rock so bad the audience went berserk, witnessing the modern day pipe bomb.
Do your bullshit to hit your own title.
He rages at CENA for stealing away his chamber win and that he pretty much sold everyone bullshit for years. And he says he will hunt both of them bald frauds later on. I can't wait. I can't wait. I think Punk cut an incredible promo. This is the value of CM Punk. This is why Triple H brought him into the company. And this is why Tony Khan is still coping, seething, and molding. Okay? This is why. The level of intensity and realism. This nigga was mad as fuck. This is why I'm a CM Punk fan. Because he delivers us greatness like this. You cannot tell me that this man is not one of the best alive right now to ever do it. He is of a dying breed, of a dying generation, man. Appreciate CM Punk while he's still here. Appreciate the Pepsi Man, because when he retires in a few years, it's gonna be a sad fucking day. Gets it to Seth, tells Becky to come get her nigga.
Becky Lynch, you better come get your man, because if I do before you do.
Before he cripples him, the Visionary comes out. They brawl for like 5 minutes straight. These guys hate each other. I love how you can feel the hatred between them. To me, I feel on a personal level, somehow for me, I'd call me crazy, but this might be slightly more personal than the Drew McIntyre feud. I don't know. To me right now, they're equal. I love both feuds so far. I will give the edge to the McIntyre feud because of the Hell in a Cell match. But the shit that Seth is doing with Punk is good shit. Seth is about to turn heel. Heel Seth is the best Seth. Turn him heel. I know there's a lot of heel turns lately. I don't mind tweener Seth, but he's at his best when he's that like psychotic, crazy. You feel me? I mean, he was literally yelling at Punk for him to die at the pay-per-view. Like, we're at maximum hater energy. Punk immediately ran at Seth. I mean, I'd fuck him up too if I was CM Punk. I mean, after what Seth did to him at the Chamber, he screwed him over. Seth ran across the arena to try to kill this nigga. I was like, yeah, this might be feud of the fucking year. And the crowd cheers for Punk. Great segment, but sadly, the Beta Academy comes out. Tozawa kissed Maxine a little too long. Hey, Akira Rizawa. I don't blame you. Maxine's a beautiful lady. Miss Judgment Day. I hate the fucking Judgment Day. Holy shit. Liv tells Raquel to go after the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I feel like it's gonna listen, y'all. Triple H, you know how he loves his NXT Black and Gold kids. He's probably going to have Raquel beat Lyra for the title. I'm just calling it now. And I can see Liv getting jealous over Raquel having the women's IC title, and they could probably feud over that. I think that's where we're going to go to turn Raquel back into a babyface. Because I don't know what the fuck to do with Raquel. She had a great match a few weeks back with Bianca and Naomi. So I'm actually kind of slightly starting to warm up to Raquel. Let's see where they go with her. I'm going to trust the Triple H. I'm going to trust in the process. Penn is salty. Penn Balor, because he sucks. He always takes pins. Over how many L's the Miss Judgment Day has been taking, because they suck. Dum Dum says Penn is a walking L himself, and he says they need a new member. I was like, wait a minute. What's Aleister Black doing? Now, I don't think Aleister is going to be the new member, because he's going to be put on SmackDown with his wife. And to be honest, SmackDown needs as much manpower as they can get, because the show fucking sucks. We're going to get into SmackDown tomorrow. Penn says he'll deal with Braun Breaker. Yeah, okay, nigga. Have fun, Penn Balor. Otis versus the Ring General Gunner. He has a mic. He says he's going to embarrass Otis, and he calls him a freak, and he says he can't find a belt that fits him. And the crowd cheers for Otis. Otis is over as fuck during this match, y'all. Otis was over. He cheap shots Otis. Otis starts manhandling this nigga. I'm like, how was Otis never a champion? This dude is still over with the fans. He's still beloved by the fans. Triple H really fumbled this Chad Gable storyline, in my personal opinion. He fumbled the fucking storyline. I can't believe he really just let it just fizzle out, because obviously they had no plan to have Chad Gable win the IC title and to have Gold Otis beat him for the IC title. And I'm done with Chad Gable. He's a bum at this point. I don't give a fuck. They do a chopping match, and Otis gets fired up, rips his shirt off, and goes toe-to-toe with Gunther.
Gunther!
Son of a bitch! Let's have a chop party here in Buffalo!
I like this match. I thought this match was actually really fucking fun. Powerbomb onto Otis for the win. Good match. I really thought this was entertaining and fun. Gunther made Otis look like $1 million. He made him look great. He goes to choke him out. The Rizawa tries to help, but he gets holed out by Gunner. Here we go. Jey comes in for the save yet again. It's like I'm having deja vu here. Gunther Jey brawl with Jey getting the upper hand. Jey looks great with the world title. Can't wait to see him fucking win it. But the A-Town Clowns attack Jey Uso like some hoes. Jey beats him back. I'm sorry, that's my fucking water heater if you can hear it. Gunther chokes out the Eater of Worlds, and that's it. Listen, I'm gonna need more than Gunner beats up babyface, Jey comes in for the save, and either Jey gets the upper hand or Gunner gets the upper hand, and the segment ends. I need some promos. I get we got 6 weeks to WrestleMania, Triple H, but I'm gonna need more meat out of this feud, because right now, I don't really give a fuck about Jey versus Gunther as much as I do Cody and CENA. And I want to see Jey win, I do, but it's just not working for me right now. I'm gonna need some more effort put into this feud, and maybe the international shows will get the ball rolling, get the momentum rolling. Bayley, love you some Bayley. She's disappointed that she failed to win the Chamber, and she'll keep an eye on Lyra and promises to make it to Mania. She will be at WrestleMania facing Roxanne Perez, and I'm assuming it's gonna be an underrated sleeper match. Happy Roxy's gonna get her WrestleMania match, her WrestleMania moment, and I have Roxanne Perez beat Bayley at WrestleMania And that will make her on the road to winning the Intercontinental title from Lyra Valkyria, because that's who I have dethroned Lyra. Roxanne Perez. Get her off NXT. She has no reason to be down there anymore. She's ready for the mid-roster, 100% fully to commit to it. Okay, let Cora Jade take Roxanne's spot in NXT. It's time. AJ gives his view on Bing Chilling selling his soul.
我有冰淇淋，我很喜欢冰淇淋，但是
Killer Croc jump scares him, trying to coerce and corrupt him, but Styles says, nah, nigga. I'm calling out Logan Paul next week for my WrestleMania match, nigga. You ain't about to face me at WrestleMania. You go deal with Sami Zayn. And he says he will bring about some evil ways next week. Interesting. If you knew about his little TNA run, you get that reference. Lyra versus Nile for the women's IC title. Crowd was dead for the beginning of the match, and it was boring as shit. But the ladies started to lock in. The longer the match went, Nile was working on Lyra's leg the whole match to the point where she couldn't even hit her fucking finisher. I like that detail. I like that in-ring storytelling. Love it. But she eventually gets the Nightwing off for the finish. I preferred Dakota versus Lyra, both matches, over this. I don't think this was bad for the in-ring storytelling. I thought it was good for what Nia was doing, damaging her leg, trying to prevent her from getting off her finisher. But I much prefer Lyra with Dakota in the ring than Niall. Niall's okay in the ring, but I don't know. They don't click as well as I thought they would compared to Dakota and Lyra. I could see Dakota and Lyra face each other damn near every week compared to this, but it was a decent match, not that bad. Punk fights Seth backstage and they brawl again. These niggas hate each other, bro. I haven't seen Punk this angry over a motherfucker since Hell in a Cell. Speaking of Hell in a Cell, we're getting something like that next week. Dakota Kai comes in. King Coda. She says she's not giving up. I'm going after Lyra. I mean, you should. You lost twice in a row. If she goes after Lyra one more time, she needs to win the title. And I don't think they're ready to take the title off Lyra just yet. I have her go after Chelsea. I mean, why not just go after fucking Chelsea? Screw it. Go after Chelsea. The brand split doesn't matter anyways. She says she will see Lyra soon. I hope not. I mean, because if she does, she cannot lose at all. She needs to win the championship. She can't lose 3 times in a fucking row to Lyra Valkyria. Personally, I have a heel take the title off Lyra, and I have Dakota beat said heel. That's the best way. I want Dakota as champion this year. I do think she will be a champion this year. If not, we're doing something wrong. I think she has proven that she can go long stretches of time without being injured, without being hurt, because I know that's what Triple H is concerned about. I think Triple H will reward her with an IC championship. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Kaiser, head bobs, hilarious. I can't stand this motherfucker. He looks like a slimy, cocky, smug dick, and I love it because he is going to be a top heel in the future. He's going to be a future WWE champion. Seth begs and yells at Pierce to give him Punk before he WrestleMania because he wants to destroy Punk. He does not want Punk to make it to Mania. He wants to crush his dreams this year, similar to what Drew did last year. Pierce said, fuck it, at Madison Square Garden next week, we're doing a steel cage match between you and Punk. Seth is happy, and I assume that's where Seth gets his win back.
CM Punk versus Seth Rollins inside a steel cage and finish it.
Due to Reigns coming in to fuck shit up. I think Reigns is going to come in and interfere in the match. Roman will be at Madison Square Garden. It's Madison Square Garden. Bloodline stuff always happens over there. He will try to destroy Seth, but inadvertently cost Punk the match. And Seth will pin Punk for the 1, 2, 3, and that's how we get the triple threat at WrestleMania. That gets Punk mad at Roman. You fucking screwed me over. That gets Roman pissed off at Seth. Seth hates Roman. Roman hates Punk. It's gonna be a great fucking storyline, and I can't wait to see it play out. And I can't wait. And I do think Punk will be involved with Cody's story with John Cena. I think Punk is going to do double duty at WrestleMania. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Kaiser gets on the mic. You can tell the heat. Hear that, Moxley? This is a heel. This is heel heat, not go away heat that you be getting. This is heel fucking heat, Arkham inmate. You know what? I'm gonna wait for Dynamite. He calls himself a future world champion. He is. He will be world champion. And he will finish Penta once and for all. Zero Miedo comes out. He does his Awesome strut. Rushes Kaiser, beats his ass. I'm fucking with this Penta Kaiser feud. I'm not gonna hold you. He's over shit. I'm so glad to see Penta killing it in WWE. I think he should also win a singles title this year. He's over as fuck. He gets one over on Kaiser. I assume he will get his win back. I feel like at WrestleMania, we're going to get a multi-man match for the IC title. It's probably going to be Breaker versus Penta versus Kaiser versus Sheamus. Probably versus, what's his name? Butch. If I didn't say his name already, I think it's going to be a multi-man match. That triple threat at Survivor Series was incredible, okay? Imagine that was on steroids. Hulk Hogan steroids. Fuck Hulk Hogan, by the way. I think that's the match for WrestleMania. Ladder match, something. I don't care. Give Braun Breaker, I think Breaker will retain, or Sheamus will win that match. Because again, if it's a ladder match, Breaker doesn't have to be pinned. Sheamus can just pull down the IC title and win it finally, protecting Braun Breaker and having him focus on the world title. Focusing on Jey Uso. Maybe. We'll see. Queen Bee and Kathy, she asked Bianca how she's doing, and she doesn't want to talk about what happened at the Chamber. I don't blame her. She'd rather focus on WrestleMania and the world title match. I was like, I think Bianca is hiding something. We'll see. We'll see. I need to watch SmackDown to see if my suspicions are true. Gonna wait for SmackDown. The A-Town Clowns return. Yay. Waller says the final boss can have his soul. That'll get him that'll get Waller a singles title, fuck it. Give The Rock your soul. Waller hates on the Yeet Man. Theory, it's still bringing my nigga Waller down. Split him up. Split him up already. He disses the city sports teams, does Waller, he gets nuclear heat. And Austin, yeets. Just turn the face. Turn the face. I think the match at WrestleMania will be Austin Theory versus Grayson Waller. If they even make it to WrestleMania. I think that's the match. I think Triple H will give those two idiots a Mania match. And that's when we finally get the split. And I put them on both completely different brands. Waller on Raw or SmackDown. Actually, put Waller on SmackDown because he fits nicely in that US title position. Keep Theory on Raw. That's the best way to do it. Gable's walking around, vignette, looking like a Skyrim Oblivion NPC, trying to find wherever he's trying to look for. He meets an old homeless dude and gives him a box. Like the homeless dude gives Gable a box. I'm like, where are we going with this?
You now will power beyond your understanding.
He then opens the box filled with great power to defeat Latino Lucha Warriors and ends. Okay. I mean, this better lead to Gable being pushed as a genuine fucking top talent and have him win the IC title. It's time. Why isn't him and American Made on SmackDown, where the United States Championship is at, American Made, US title, Ivy Women's US Champ, Gable Men's US Champ, Creed's WWE Tag Champs? I mean, come on, bro, it's perfect. Put him on SmackDown. SmackDown needs the help. Please. War Raiders versus the Creeds, the tag titles. War Raiders get a dead reaction because they haven't been fucking booked well. Love their theme and their look, but come on, Triple H. I mean, you gotta showcase these niggas weekly. The crowd does do the war chant. That made me happy. As a fan of NXT Black and Gold, that made me happy. I was like, okay, maybe these niggas are getting over. Beautiful Shining Star by Julius. Ivar flattens fucking Julius. War Machine for the pin. And the Raiders retain in a fantastic tag team match. Finally, the Raw tag team division is starting to pick up some steam. American Made failed all their title matches on Raw. Put them on SmackDown. It's time. It's time. LWO, they're finally taking these guys seriously. Dragon Lee is pissed at the Drool Day. Ray returns and he promises him and Lee will fuck him up next week in a tornado tag match. All right, let's see. New Day sucks. I'm interested. The match should be good, but let's start ramping up this New Day storyline. Are you going to set them up to beat the War Raiders at WrestleMania? Let's see. Breaker spawns in. This is Dum Dum. He goes into a Steiner rhyme rant sounding just like the Big Bad Booty Daddy.
You ain't Big Pop. I'm the Big Bad Booty Daddy. Non-stop.
Sounding just like Scott Steiner. Pins comes in. I'm like, why is this nigga Finn Balor here? This better not be the WrestleMania match. I hope not. Pin gets on the mic. Listen, he's a bum. He's not winning anything. I'm giving up on Finn Balor. He fucking sucks. He glazes himself and he says he can easily beat Breaker. Yeah, okay. I can't take this ass nigga seriously anymore. Breaker gets enough. He heads for pin. The Bad Apple tries to jump him but fails. Breaker destroys the Dum Dom. Balor gets the upper hand, but Breaker tears his ass in half. Dum Dom saves Balor, sadly, from the spear. Fucking hell. Where's this shit leading to? Demon Finn versus Braun? If it's Demon Finn versus Breaker at Mania, he needs to win and beat Breaker and win the IC title. But it's not going to happen because he sucks. He doesn't make the back admiral with the spear, does Breaker, and the segment's over. I mean, I love Braun Breaker. I'm a big fan of him, but where are we going? Where are we going with this, Triple H? I don't get it so far. We'll see. I'm gonna give it a few more weeks. I'm gonna give it 2 more weeks with this fucking Judgment Day Braun Breaker storyline. If this shit's still mid as fuck, I'm going off on it. Cole says Cody will address the Chamber events on SmackDown. Good. We'll get to that on the SmackDown review. I love these Raw graphics, man. SmackDown still is my personal favorite out of the 3 WWE shows, but I do like the animations. It feels the show feel that much more professional. I love this shit. Yeet Man spawns with the Alpha Babes. They're not called the Beta Academy anymore. They're called the Alpha Babes. So I call them the Alpha Babes. I guess they got a name change, or I'm oblivious. Jay calls Otis Big Daddy. Hey, yo.
Saying Big Daddy, I got you on.
Kathy starts to interview him, and he crashes the fuck out. I guess this crash out season, it's WrestleMania season. He says he doesn't fear Gunther, and he's gonna crash out on him.
At WrestleMania, I'm crashing out.
I'm like, damn, him and Trick need help ASAP. They're menaces to society. Queen Bee comes out, looking amazing as always. Love Queen Bee. Her and Pat start vibing, and they start dancing. I was kind of like, oh, okay. I'm like, this shit they kind of hitting that shit. Io's entrance is fire. I still don't believe Death Rebel made her theme. I don't think so. It must be CFO. I know it's Death Rebel, but it must be like CFO made her theme and forgot to pull it in. Death Rebel came in, looked on the computer, heard the banger theme and said, fuck it. We're gonna lie and say it's our theme, and let's give it to WWE. That's how I think. Because there's no way in hell they make that banger ass theme. Pat Shields 2K25, and they do the video game transition. I heard that game is busted right now. I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna have to wait a bit before I get that game. I heard it's broken right now. I'm good. I heard it's more broken than 2K24 was at launch. Fuck that. I'm waiting for them to fix the game first. I was like, yeah, Rhea's celebrating too much. She's losing the fucking title, isn't she? They cheer for Rhea. Io's pretty much the heel. She bashes Io around. She bites Rhea. I'm like, how the fuck did the Arkham inmate infect Monday Night Raw? Io starts moving like fucking flowing water. I love the way she wrestles. She does Kyrie's elbow drop, the insane elbow. Where is Kyrie? She okay? Is she injured? Like, what's going on with Kyrie Sane? I hope she's doing okay. Prayers going out to Kyrie. I haven't seen her in a fucking while. Rhea spots B cheering Io on. She gets salty to the max about it. Rhea gets the case of the dumbs and presses Bianca and pushes her. Bianca attacks her in the ref site, but she does nothing about it, and she just lets the match resume without a DQ. I don't hate this. I don't mind it at all. I think the ref just didn't want to fuck the match up. I mean, look, a DQ should have been fucking called. Let's be real here. She witnessed Bianca attack Rhea. Granted, Rhea pushed her first. If Bianca attacked Rhea first, I would be like, there needs to be a fucking DQ for real. But Rhea put her hands on Bianca, and Bianca retaliated because she ain't no bitch. Okay, she's that bitch, but she ain't no bitch. So I think that's why the ref did not call a DQ. That was Bianca at See Up Mania, famous last word. She hits the moonsault, does Io, she reverses the Riptide and wins the title. She does great with the championship. Rhea starts crashing out, and Bianca looking guilty, like she did that shit on purpose. I'm like, we'll see about that. We'll see if Bianca and Io was working together to take the title off Rhea. Decent Raw, 7 out of 10. I mean, it wasn't as good as last week. Raw is always going to be consistent. Raw is always going to be good. I didn't hate the show. I had fun watching it. I can't wait for next week. We're going to be in Madison Square Garden. Next week's card looks really good. I am looking very forward to Seth versus Punk in that steel cage. I'm going to up out of here. Let me know how you feel about the new layout. I'm going to up out of here. Like the video, sub to the channel, road to 100,000 subscribers. I got NXT and Dynamite reviews to record. Peace. Hit the outro.